let me know. Do I still got time to grow? Things ain't always set in stone. That be known, let me know. Seems like streetlights glowing happen to be just like moments passing in front of me. So I hopped in the cab and I paid my fare. See, I know my destination, I'm just not there. All these
Hello Barkada, Jayzee here, signing off one last time as your media developer. It really feels like yesterday we were running our board reveal at the Commons, and for me, it was at this moment when all of us on board were sitting down on stage watching the screen that I saw it. Our year-long term was towering before us and instilled into us a mixed bag of emotions. Anxious yet ambitious, intimidated yet eager. We didn't fully know what to expect. Looking back though, we were nothing short of greatness, and I'm really proud of you guys. And to everyone I've met over this last year, I'm really glad to have gotten to know you. To everyone I already knew, I hope I've gotten to know you better. Let's make sure every year is better than the last. To hit my line, hello lady and gentlemen, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a kuya and his twins. A trialogue between gentlemen, you could say. It was a triad of incredible mental fortitude and, well, unbelievably magnificent visage. Like a duck pond in the rainfall of several consecutive autumn and spring showers. Over time, channels were carved out and unearthed, and this trio had blossomed into a thriving network of 7 people. Do I dare say, a heptalogue. How is it possible that 7 people could exude such mystique, such glamour? Well, if you must know, I could tell you. Just hit my line. To 2 households / cul-de-sac / HOA, we're not washed. 2 households will return in Avengers Doomsday. To my wonderful girlfriend Abby, I hope we were able to make your last year in college and in Barkada the best and the most memorable. Because, truthfully, when's the next time we're gonna carpool to a gen meeting and plot after? Or sit down and share food, specifically before a P.E.C. and run-through? I'm gonna miss the small things like that. I know Barkada's gonna miss you the same way, but P.E.C. and run-throughs won't hit the same without you around. So, on behalf of Barkada, come visit, please. By extension, I want to shout out the Laurel family. Yes, Tita Kat, I will keep coming over and eating your food. Thank you to everyone for welcoming me with open arms and showing me such incredible hospitality. And that's something I try to pay forward and channel to the people in Barkada. To my successor, make this role yours. I know you got big things planned, so I'm excited to see how you develop this position further. Also, focus on yourself from time to time. When you're content with yourself and what you do, it shows. Lastly, to TBD board, I think it's crazy that we have almost enough people to fill a board twice over. But no matter who's elected tonight, I know you guys will be great, because only after an eternity ends, a new chapter begins.
Hey Barkada, is your Community Logistics Coordinator Kesha, or I'm also known as Miss Kesha, Keezus, Teresha, and honestly, so much more. It's so hard to put this year into words. There's not one singular memory I could point to that highlights this year, because every part of it meant something to me. From the late nights doing God knows what, random food and bev runs, stressful rehearsals, yaps, and all the little moments in between. I don't regret any of it. What made this year so special wasn't just the events or accomplishments, but the people I got to experience everything with. Every laugh, every stressful moment, and every time where we'd pick each other's brains trying to figure things out became memories that I'll carry with me forever. Thank you to my family. To my sister, thank you for always being someone I could talk to, even though you make fun of me for being old and unk. To my parents, thank you for always supporting me, even from miles away. To the bomb squad and all of my friends from home, thank you for reminding me that home is never too far away. Even if we don't talk every day, knowing I still cross your mind every once in a while means a lot. Shout out to us and Bach, Crack House, Obesity, Snail is Fast, Hoptua, and all of my friends. You know who you are. Thank you for all the spontaneous plots and unforgettable memories. Whether it was sitting with me through stressful moments or just pressing the buttons that made me laugh again. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Shout out to the Sweetheart Suite, aka my roommates Makara, Faith, and Sophie. Thank you for the late night yaps. Shout out Superbed. Through every stressful moment, random side quests, and every breakdown, you guys were there for me. Living with you guys made this year so unforgettable. To all the Ubes and Ubabies, thank you for making this year so much fun. Even if we're all in different lines, somehow we managed to feel like one big family, and that's something I'll always cherish. Speaking of fam, thank you to my firstborn outings, Kenji and the set. Thank you for always being there for me no matter how busy I got, and for always being a support system for me. To the Eternit-E babies, thank you for the joy, energy, and memories. Watching you guys grow means so much to me. You will always have a special place in my heart. To B.E.C. and cast and crew, thank you for the long nights, rehearsals, and dedication that brought the show to life. B.E.C. and 36 truly would not have existed without all of you. To PACN board, thank you for all the countless hours you guys have dedicated behind the scenes. Seeing how much love and effort everyone poured into this season honestly was so inspiring. And to my amazing logistics directors, I genuinely cannot glaze y'all enough. Thank you for always keeping me grounded, making me laugh, and being people I could rely on through all the chaos and buzzkills during the season. And of course, I can't forget my pet culture, Jared and Lheanna. I never expected to form such a close bond with you two, but I'm so incredibly thankful that I did. I'm so proud of everything that we have accomplished together. Last but definitely not least, to Eternity Board, it's been such an amazing experience working alongside all of you. We've been through so much together, and I genuinely wouldn't trade it for the world. We did that for real. To my successor, don't feel like you have to fix everything on your own. Lean on the people around you. Enjoy the experience while it's happening, because time genuinely flies faster than you think. And I know you're going to do amazing things, and I'm excited to see how you grow into this role and make it your own. To the next e-board, trust and support each other, and continue building the kind of community that made this year and years before special. Keep chasing your high notes, and don't wave a white flag when things get difficult, because those memories and those moments are what shape you the most. I don't know who I would have been without this year. I came into this year not really knowing what to expect, and I'm leaving with memories and people that I'll carry with me forever. Thank you to everyone who became a part of my journey this year. Whether you realize it or not, every single one of you has impacted me in some way. And with that, for the last time ever, your Community Logistics Coordinator, Kesha, signing out.
Welcome to this episode of Saying Goodbye, or rather, see you later. If you don't know, I'm Dean Datuin, your external for Eternit-E, and although there won't be any more Barcada Abroad episodes from me, I can't explain enough how much it meant to me. No matter the events, one of my favorite things was just being able to look back and see the people and experiences that made my term. Call me biased, but I think External Pick Pick had to have been one of my favorite episodes and experiences from the term. From it just being a goal, an idea, to meeting and planning with externals and then having a blast. Sure, it was a little rainy, but genuinely felt so wholesome and like what a community is supposed to feel like. And the fact it was our first collab in like 3 years. But speaking of externals, big shout outs to my externals. Genuinely, it feels like everyone really showed up for each other this year, and I can't thank you guys enough. Shout out to Outline, Psychline, my UCR fam, Alien fam, my MSMU Eternit-E babies, and every external I've heard that hit that ada. That includes fam, by the way. Hey, ooh babies. Hello, Heaven, and hello, our little streamline. Additional shouts to B.E.C. on board and my modern co-chord, and Ate, Christy. And most of all, thank you to my siblings who have grounded me. And Christian. I know I wasn't up in the bay to be a cool kuya before you left, but I know you're up there rooting for me. And to the Eternity board. I have been a part of all different types of leadership, but none have ever made me feel so close and valued as this. Even through any hardship we faced, there's always a bear or beetle to get us through. Jokes aside, I love y'all. We did it! And I'd say we did it pretty good. This term has felt kinda long, but even an eternity with you guys is way too short. And finally, to my successor and all the new externals coming in, because I know some of you guys will be amazing as externals and most importantly as people. Remember, everyone you meet will be just as human as you, so take space, be bold, be anxious, be ambitious, be yourself, and you guys will do great. This role has inspired me and made me grow so much, and I hope it can do the same for you. Hopefully, I've left even half the impact that those watching have made on me. So, for my last Would You Rather be sad it ended, or be glad it happened? I think I know my answer. Bear!
For the last time as your PR, hey Barcada. My time in Barcada and at CPP is all but over, but in all honesty, I never thought I'd be sad and close to tears when it was all said and done. But with how much this club has given me, it's hard not to cry a little. I've heard stories about my dad's time in Barcada, about how he met so many friends that he still talks to today, and about all the memories he made. And before I joined, I thought, can I find this in Barcada? Can I make these memories that I'll laugh and cry about 30 years down the line? And those lifelong friends that I'll still know 30 years down the line? I'd like to think that this year, I did. Between my final PACN, to meeting every new member of my fam at KKAA, to even just hanging out after the Gen meetings, you all made this year a perfect fairy tale ending. To my Eternity board, it's unbelievable how far we've come since ELD last year. I'm proud of everything that y'all have done and eternally grateful for being able to be on your side the entire step of the way. At the start of this, I didn't know many of you all that well, and now I only wish I'd gotten to know and bond with you guys way before this year even began. And I know we're only going to be 15 strong for the next hour or so on board, but eternally we're 15 strong for the rest of our lives together. To the Eternity babies, you've come just as far as us too. Congrats on many of you making it through your first year at Cal Poly, especially to my Auding and Gran. And the memories you made in Barcada will only grow fonder. Hold on to those friendships and live every moment to the fullest. Time flies way faster than you think. And to Legacy Line, and to the Family Feud champion Ubes, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really do much socially outside of Barcada until this year. But I think we made up for lost time. Sancho and Logan, I'm so grateful to have met you this year, and I'm excited to see whatever you do next in Barcada and beyond. And to my other Audings, Adam, Joe, Andrew, and JC, I'm so proud to have picked you guys up over the years. To the rest of the Ubes, including my Ubes on board, Dino, Kesha, and Jared. Thank you so much for taking me in and treating me like family. And finally, to the family I'm bounded to by blood, the ones who have powered me through my entire life. There isn't a thing in my life that I could have accomplished without you guys. To my mom and dad, thank you for always motivating me, caring for me, and giving me the blueprint to succeed. I'm blessed to have you as my parents, and I hope I made you proud. To Jacob, congrats on graduating high school. College isn't a direct path to graduation. It's a winding, twisting road that you'll make your own. I'm excited to see what path you take. And to Christian, my star point guard, and congrats on graduating middle school. I loved every moment of being a coach, but I'm most proud of being your brother. Please continue to reach for the stars, both on the court and in life in general. Now let's look a little to the future, because in a bit, PR is going to look a little bit different. To my successor, let this position become your own. Your only bound is your creativity. Turn everything, whether it be a gen meeting post or some long-term project like Eternit-E board intros or like auction post. Make it a brand of your creativity. But don't forget that at the end of the day, every design you make, every message you write, and every time you hit post is for Barcada. Carry that Barcada spirit with you all through next year and beyond. Because that spirit is what drew me to the club. That spirit my dad talked about 30 years ago is still alive and well. It gave me countless memories. And that Barcada spirit, I'm sure, will be around 5, 10, even 20 years from now. And I hope I did my best to keep that spirit alive. Even though the time has come to say goodbye, it's only a goodbye for now. I'll see many of you again. I'm like a 15-minute drive from campus, so I'm not going anywhere, guys. But genuinely, even if my time in Barcada and Cal Poly is done, I'll have these memories and that Barcada spirit in my heart for all of eternity. Thank you.
As someone who has always grown up not believing in herself, thank you, Barcada, for believing in me and teaching me what it means to be surrounded by a support system. Hi, my name is Lheanna and I'm a starry baby. To my starry babies, we are officially old. I know we keep saying that we're unk as a joke, but I don't think that it's gonna be a joke next year. But there's no other group I'd want to be unks with if it's not with y'all. Shout out to those that made it out Pacio board and Jaden Allegao. To Litline, we're not so little anymore. Thank you for laughing at stupid stuff with me and for being some of my first friends and support systems in Barcada and in college. Even though it's always difficult for all of us to plot together, we're still there for each other. Specifically on Instagram Reels, but I still love y'all. This summer and next semester will be our year for plotting, trust. You are all my inspirations and my alphas, cause we're so Sigma. We truly are a lit line, and y'all are my second family for real. To PACN 34 and 35, Beckle Culture 34 and 35, Gallivanting Bambuses, PACN 35 board, Aaliyah and I's Binda Wow Vinta and Darling Dancers, and the friends and memories I've made in those past 2 PACNs. You've helped shape me into the Beck I am today. PACN will always be truly something special to me, and I'm totally not saying that because I'm Beck. To Eternit-E board, it literally just feels like yesterday when we were all just crying over a game of chess. But now, we are going to cry at Iodi. I can't even begin to formulate the exact words to describe how lucky I am to be a part of board with all 14 of you this year. I'm forever grateful to not only being able to work with y'all, but to getting to know each and every one of your kind souls personally and to grow alongside with you guys. Thank you all for the endless support and encouragement. You guys make me want to be a better person every day. And thank you for bearing with me. I'm forever proud of all of you and what you have done within your positions. Your legacies will last for an eternity. And to my eternity babies, I hope that as your 2025 to 2026 Barcada Entertainment Company Coordinator, I help to make your guys' first year in Barcada special, just as Storyboard and everyone else that was in Barcada during my time had done for me. I hope you guys found your community and your support systems within Barcada, but just know you'll always have me. Whether I've spoken to you a lot, a little, or not at all, I'm always down to be a friend. And to my wavies, my fellow starries, spicies, fantasies, and beyond, if you're still here, I hope I contributed to making your experience this year fun and worthwhile as all your other years in Barcada. Ooh, to the cast and crew of PACN 36. You've heard this from Beckle Culture millions of times already during run-throughs, but Jared, Kesha, and I are only going to keep repeating it. We are so proud of you all. There wouldn't be a PACN 36 without you guys. Whether it was your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh PACN, I hope every tiring late night at the CLA helped you learn more about yourself, others, and the culture. And of course, to our hardworking and dedicated PACN 36 board, working on this production with you all since summer to fall of 2025 and seeing everything bloom in spring of 2026 has been a journey. Each and every one of you are such great individuals and leaders, and I hope this PACN season has filled you all with pride and fulfillment. Let's have another PACN board bonding at K-Barb soon. To my P-Notes and Bark Band directors, Reese, Caleb, and Calvin, outside of PACN, you three are absolutely goated, and thank you all for all that you've done for P-Notes and Barkada Band this year. Don't think I forgot about the band itself too. Though I wasn't present much during practices, I appreciate you all so much and always enjoyed watching you guys perform. And as well as the P-Noters that joined us throughout this year. You are all so talented. Hashtag music is life for real. And now to my co-founding fathers of PACN 36, my C.L.C, Kesha Odavar, and my culture chair, Jared L. Beltran. What started out as words on paper to interviewing and choosing PACN 36 board in the summer, to practices at the CLA that ran until 2 a.m. even when I had work at 8, all leading up to Saturday, April 18th, 2026 at RUSD Performing Arts Center. I hope that show day was all you two have ever dreamed of. It hasn't been easy, but yet we did it. We did that. And now we can finally get rest. I love you both so much, and there's no other CLC culture I would have had by my side. Finally, to my successor, be confident in yourself always. Trust your own decisions, and never be afraid to ask for help from your support systems. Whether that be your e-board, your line, your friends, your family, or even all of them. And of course, the B.E.C.Cs will always have your back, even though most of them graduated. But they'll be there for you on iMessage. And well, I'll still be there for you next year too, duh. You are loved and you are never alone. And you were chosen in this role for a reason, so don't even second guess yourself. But most of all, don't forget to live in the moment and enjoy every single memory made because it truly does go by before you know it. Okay, I got all the yap out of the way, but the main point as I wrap up my term is, I'm grateful for all of you for an eternity. There would be no Barkada Entertainment Company without the people to be in the company. So, before I go, Barkada, I want to leave you all with one final quote from Mark Lee. Have good friends around you, have good peers, surround yourself with good people, cause you're a good person too.
Hello everyone, it's Joshua one last time. You know, I could probably talk for a long time about my experience in Barkada because honestly this organization has meant so much to me. I don't even know where I would start, but I'll start from the very beginning. So I was born November 12th, 1990. Okay, not that far back, but I'll start here. So growing up in Huntington Beach, I didn't have much of a Filipino community around me. Most of my connection to my culture came from family parties or being at home with my family, and outside of that, I never really felt like I fully belonged to any one group. So when I came to Cal Poly Pomona, it was a huge culture shock for me. You know, I was and still am a really introverted and shy person. And on top of that, I was an older transfer student, so in the back of my mind, I kept wondering if I would even fit in with everyone else. I remember hearing that there was a Filipino club on campus, but at first I didn't even know what it was called. But, you know, once I started showing up to more gen meetings, FC practices, and other events, people welcomed me so quickly and so genuinely. Especially Wavy Board and all my fellow Wavy babies too. Shout out to y'all. For the first time in my life, I felt like I truly belonged somewhere. It suddenly felt natural to put myself out there more, to be social and step outside of my comfort zone. You know, for example, I joined iBoard. I auditioned for Eternit-E and made so many friendships and memories along the way. You know, every event, every practice, every late night conversation made Barkada start to feel less like a club and more like home. This is when I first started thinking about running for internal. You know, I love the community so much that I wanted to give back to it somehow, but at the same time, I didn't know how. I still doubted myself a lot. I kept asking myself if I really wanted to run or if I was even the right person for it. I had so many doubts. Then spring semester came around. and I met Christy. We started hanging out a lot after Tunic and PACN practices, and one conversation with her really stuck with me. I remember asking her what it was like being on e-board, and hearing her talk so passionately about her role and why she cared about it so much genuinely inspired me. It reminded me of why I wanted to run in the first place. I realized that I wanted to recreate the same welcoming feeling that I experienced when I first joined, and I wanted new members to feel comfortable being themselves the same way people did for me. And as internal, I also wanted to create genuine relationships and not just collaborations for the sake of events, but also genuine friendships and connections that lasted beyond. And honestly, if I was able to make even one person feel the way that Barkada made me feel when I first joined, then I can confidently say that my term was successful. I can't lie and say this year was easy. There were stressful moments and moments where I still doubted myself. But despite all of that, I can say that joining Barkada and running for this position is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So thank you. Thank you to Eternit-E Board, Eternit-E Babies, everyone who supported me, everyone who talked to me at events, everyone who made me laugh, and everyone who made my experience here unforgettable. You all gave me a place where I felt like I belonged, and that's something I'll always be grateful for. Thank you for everything, and thank you for making this experience memorable for an eternity. Thank you, everyone.
If you don't know who I am, I'm Eli, Eternit-E's secretary. Throughout this whole year, I finally got to experience what it's like to give my 110% when it came to Barkada. I really went out of my shell when it came to making memories, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. Throughout this whole year, I've gotten closer to a lot of people, whether it's returning members in Barkada or newcomers, and I can't wait to give a special thanks to everyone. Shout out to all the Eternit-E babies this year for meeting and getting to know most of you from the check-in table. Even with the small moments we've had, I'm so glad to interact with you all, one way or another. Shout out to PvP and Wavy Tipper, Dylan, Mateo, and Mia. I cannot thank you guys enough for going to Barkada events that I dragged you to. Thank you for spending time with me and making the best moments with our small band. From my tiny desk through Barkada's Got Talent, we got to share our love for music with each other, and I know our hard work from each performance paid off in the end. I know the four of us were very busy this whole year, but it still meant a lot to me for you to set aside your time just to hang out. Shout out to all my friends in the club, from my friend group Obesity to just a shared laugh in the API. Thank you. You guys made my whole year and Barkada experience brightening my mood when I needed it the most. All the little plots we have will always have a special place in my heart. And I guess fractured wrist too. So same time again next year. Shout out to my fam and cul-de-sac. Since entering the fam last year, you all have been my inspiration. You guys helped me mold me into the person that I am today, and I know I won't shut up about this, but thank you for Seattle. Okay, but for real, I feel the love you guys give. I'm so proud to be in this fam and in cul-de-sac. Shout out to my Atenea, my co-hosts Leah and Matthew, and last but not least, my outing Jayzee. I love you all, and let's keep hanging out and get seafood boy. Shout out to Goonie Bees, Alyssa, Jayzee, and Jen. Thank you guys for trusting me behind the wheel with every hangout we have. Time goes by so fast no matter how far the distance we are traveling. Whether it's a frolic around downtown Disney or a rot session in Alyssa's living room, I will always cherish the moments we have together. To Eternit-E Board, thank you guys for everything this year. From the late night meetings, plots, and inside jokes we have, I'm so glad I did it with all of you. This year has been a roller coaster ride of emotions, and with you guys as my support, I felt like I could do anything. Although I've heard the phrase 15 strong so many times, I didn't really recognize and feel what it meant until this year. With the 14 of you guys being beside me, it gave me motivation to do more, outreach, and help me create a stronger bond with you all, whether it's in a board setting or friend setting. Shout out to Alyssa, my wonderful, amazing girlfriend. You've helped me out this entire year. You've been my main support, the person I seek when I'm feeling down, and my battery pack when my energy is low. Thank you for all you do for me, and I hope you know I'm always there for you. Such a blessing to be on a board with you, especially being in lower exec with you. I know that this is just a chapter in our lives, but I know this chapter is something we will cherish forever. To my successor, good luck with whatever comes your way. I know that you will do great, and I can't wait to see what you will do with the position. Don't be afraid to ask for help when needed, and take it one day at a time. Now, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys soon, and don't make me wait for an eternity.
Hello, it's me, Alyssa, your treasurer for the 2025 to 2026 school year, or as we like to call it here in Barkada, Eternit-E year. Honestly, it's kinda crazy how time flew by so fast. This year was a busy one for sure, and as cheesy as it sounds, I wouldn't have traded it for anything else. At the start of my term, I had no idea how things were going to be. The thought of being on board was exciting, but I didn't know how hard things could be until I was actually in the middle of it. I've cried, I've laughed, I've been frustrated. I've gone through a roller coaster of emotions throughout my entire term, but despite all that, being part of Eternity Board will be something I hold deep in my heart forever. From the first time we were deemed TBD board, I was curious about how the year would look for us. Some of you were more familiar to me than others, and the thought of working with people I didn't know very well scared me. But I was so excited to get to know new people and become closer. Now, I can confidently say that we indeed became closer. We have tons of memories together. It's hard to pick a favorite. Laying on the grass and just staring at the stars, dying of laughter while making ice candy for beach day at Nats, our very first gen meeting and watching our board reveal. I could go on and on about all the times we've shared, but you guys know just as much as I do how much all of these memories mean to us. Being on board has definitely taught me a lot, and I'm grateful for that. When I look back at who I was when I started the term, I'm so proud of myself for how much I've grown. I feel like I've never been prouder of myself for the work I've done, and I have no words to explain the confidence I've gained by being part of board. To Jayzee, Kesha, Darren, Dino, Lheanna, Nick, Eli, Dean, Xavier, Jared, Alyssa, Asher, and Nat. Thank you for making my first board term one I will never forget. The memories and time we spent together will stick with me always, and I couldn't imagine our board being any other way. Each and every one of us has worked so hard this year, and I couldn't be prouder. Even though we aren't forced to spend all this time together with one another anymore, I know I'll still be bothering all of you one way or another. No amount of words can even come close to summarizing how much love I hold for each and every one of you. To the Eternity babies, if you don't think I know you, trust me, I do. I remember every single Eternity baby that's ever crossed paths with me, even if it was just for a second. It has been such a pleasure getting to know all of you this year. From seeing you guys watch your name get revealed to seeing you participate in PACN for the very first time, it has truly been such a joy seeing all of you grow individually and forming friendships with one another. I hope that Eternity Board has made your first year in Barkada one you will never forget. To a B.E.C. To think we were formed from a silly little trip to BCD after a gen meeting. You guys have brought me some of my best memories this year. Whether it was something mundane like just sitting on the floor and yapping or an elaborate plot, those memories got me through it, and I couldn't be more thankful. I love you guys. To Darren and Kaylin, thank you guys for being my bone apple tip. Our late night yaps, big backing, errand runs, and floor rotting in my dorm. No matter what it is we're doing, I love spending time with you guys. Thank you for never turning down a plot and being there for me whenever I needed you guys. To my awnings, Jen and Jayzee, saying I'm proud of you guys is simply not enough. I've loved witnessing your growth from the start of the school year to now, and I'm so grateful to be able to call myself your outfit. I love you guys more than you know, and I can't wait to continue making memories. To Elijah, I don't know if I would have been able to get through this board term without you by my side. You aren't just my other half to lower exec, but you're also my other half in life. You believed in me when even I didn't believe in myself. When times got hard, thank you for always giving me your shoulder to cry on, your hand to hold, and your warm embrace. No words can express how much your presence means to me. I'm so happy that we were able to be on board together, and I love you. And finally, to my successor. I know that being treasurer can seem like a lot, but I know you've got this in the bag. If you're ever feeling lost, don't. You will always have me in your corner. Never be afraid to come to me for support. I've got you. Thank you, Barkada. This is Alyssa your Eternity Year treasurer, signing off.
Alright everyone, wipe your tears, let's switch the mood. Spuff, spuff, spuff it up. Music to my ears. Kidding! Hello Barkada, Dini here. It has truly been an amazing year. We've done so much and I'm forever grateful for the time I got to spend with my board and general members. From meeting everyone at beach day, to the potluck where we sang our hearts out, to the ice rink, to the chaotic dollar dares, every little plot and side quest in between, it has been heartwarming to see all of us bond and connect, making Barkada's community grow one interaction at a time. My favorite memory has to be Spuff. It was an exhilarating and rewarding period of time, practices where I got to see members rekindle their Spuff and see the new members gain the confidence and courage to be stupid with us. A big thank you to my Spuff masters for believing in me and letting me lead them. I had so much fun at the Commons with you. As we went through weeks of socializing, learning, adapting, I saw the efforts in maintaining the Barkada family and roots given the circumstances we had. The fruit of all that labor, Spuff skirmish, is what I will hold near and dear to my heart. We still had it all, roll call, field games, friendly competition, and it's all thanks to y'all. I am forever grateful for everyone that participated in Spuff, whether you came to one practice or all of them. I can assure you that no friendship games will ever beat the experience I had with you all. Another integral part of my year was being this year's Maria Clara Accord. Shout out to my co-chord Friendship and Oomph, Nea. Shout out to our amazing dancers for persevering through long cold nights. Y'all killed it at show day and thank you for making me and Nea's vision come to fruition. To the Eternit-E babies, I hope you've all had an amazing first year here. It's been amazing to watch you grow within the club since your first time in Barkada, and I hope that you'll stay a while. Continue to be great and caring to those around you. Eternit-E board, we did it. Thank you for being such a unique batch of creative people and daring leaders. From Starry to Eternit-E, I'm also blessed to be able to call Natalie and Asher some of my closest friends. Thank you board for also believing in me. This has been an unforgettable opportunity to innovate and collaborate as a leader. We've truly been through it all, but there's no other batch I could have imagined traversing this year with. I'll miss it, but no worries, 15 strong for Eternit-E. I'd like to give some special shoutouts. Thank you to my parents for your unconditional love and support in my academic endeavors and time as social chair. To my Barkada fam, baseline, thank you Kuya Aiden who's been cheering me on even though he's graduated. Thank you to our current fam head at the Abbey. My Auding Cat, I'm so proud of you for joining to Nickling this year. Thanks for Chismis tea time. Love you Auding. Shout out to all my co's, especially Derek and Jared. I'll miss you both, take care. And Josh Narciso. Shout out to the other co's, the crash outs, the Barkaholics. Shout out to my roomies, the murder squirters, Ethan and Colin for always letting me yap your ears off. To Room 3D at the Village, James and Lorenzo. Thank you for all the bev runs and mahjong games. Valcata, let's D-rank soon. Shout out to Banana Split, Tripod, and DTF. If you know, you know. Shout out to all the plots and hangouts this past year. I'm so grateful for every friend I've met and made. Thank you Big Way for keeping me fed and Toro T for letting me be performative. Last but not least, where are my ECE majors at? And to my successor, I know you'll do great things. Love and always believe in yourself. Make sure your voice bounces off every building on campus. Be stupid, be cool. I'll always be here for you whenever you need. I have had the amazing privilege of being Eternit-E Year's social chair. Ingat kayo. This has been Dean Mendoza signing out.
Hey Barkada, it's Xavier. It's crazy to think that a full school year has already gone and passed. I mean, it feels like we just had our ice skating social yesterday, with our board video landing somewhere within the last month or so. But within that month, I have had the privilege of meeting so many new people and getting to interact with you all in the position that you have come to know as Eternit-E's athletics chair. I had an extremely fun time being on board this year, even if it did have a huge mental toll on me, especially around Sportsfest season. But looking back on it, I can't help but smile. It wasn't because I led exceptionally well, or pulled through with an unyielding determination that inspired everybody. As corny as it may sound, it was actually getting to know all of you. From pickup season to P-grad, I felt like I got to know everyone just a little bit better this year. Every exchange, brain-rotted stim chamber, and secretive yap session is what gave me life. All of you who were able to just be themselves or even stepped out of their comfort zone and really embraced the idea that stupid is cool. And I hope that all of you felt it just as much as I did. Pause. For lack of a better segue, this is where I'm going to be doing all my shoutouts and whatnot. I'm sorry if I didn't name you specifically. My cup runneth over and it would be impossible to name every single person who influenced me positively. First off, to all my friends, new and old. Karsnakis, Two Households, Gallivanting Bambussies, Hit My Line, and Yak Line. For giving me a space that I can truly be myself without having to fear being judged. Well, maybe just a little, but I digress. Also, shout out Hop Tua and T-Rex. You guys are the goats. Then, to all the babies in the crowd, thank you for humoring me and all my silly shenanigans, even if you thought I was hella weird at first. To Eternity Board, for always being the brightest group of people, even in the darkest of times. And also, knocking this board term out the f***ing park. To my two oddings, Tila and Jared, for getting me out the house and inviting me to more plots than I invite them to, and also playing silly little Roblox games with me, both of you. And last but not least, to my favorite quirked-up Asian girl, Alyssa Marie Justice, for being my best friend in the whole wide world, and loving me in all the moments where I couldn't find it in me to love myself. Thank you, all of you. And now, I'd like to end my speech with a quote by Mart Trolley Curtin to make me sound more inspiring, wise, maybe a little mysterious. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. And I can earnestly say that not a single moment of wasted time was wasted on me. I'm sure it's been said before, but there will truly never be another year quite like this one. Thank you for making this year absolutely wonderful, Barkada. This will be my last time signing out as your athletics chair. Bye, everybody.
Ooh, finally! Oh my gosh!
Good evening, Barkada. It's Jared, the culture chair one. Where do I even begin? Time has flown by so fast. As I look back on the year, there are many, many highlights. From Pam to PCN, each and every single moment was worthwhile. It's time for some shoutouts. To my family, who show nothing but endless support. I know it's been hard going home very late at night, but I owe it to you for believing in me and entrusting me with this decision. I hope I ended up making you guys proud. To my Kuya Daniel, known as Dilo, you've been a rock during these past 3 years. We never formally met before pickup, but when I turned around, I knew at that moment that I found my Kuya. From all the lifts, the advice, and care you have for me, I couldn't be any grateful. I'll miss you heavily, but I know that regardless, you'll always be there, right around the corner, literally. To my audience, CJ and Kyle, my twins, you've brought so much joy in my life, and I love you guys so much. To all of the plots and side quests we've been on, seeing you at any point within a week is always a highlight. I'm very lucky to be called your Kuya, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I'll continue this for you guys as much as possible, please don't get tired of it, and to many more memories with each other. San Diego and the Philippines trip next, please. To Beckel, Kesha, and Lheanna, what started as a vision in May last year ended up becoming a reality. Through the struggles, we pushed through till the very end. And as we stood up on that stage in front of everyone, our friends and family, I knew that I wouldn't have wanted to do this with anyone else. I love you guys so much, and I know we created such a strong bond that'll last for a lifetime. To PCN36 board and PCN36 cast and crew, thank you for bringing Soledad to life. As I write this, I'm confident that my nanay will be so proud of what was shown. You've given me a lifetime of memories, and I hope that the experience was very meaningful. To Eternity Board, we've made it. That night of Ioti last year, when all our names got called and we first huddled together, I knew that this was going to be special. Our bond has strengthened immensely, and I'm glad to have given it all this year alongside each and every single one of you. The commitment, dedication, and passion you all put is something I'll always be very grateful to have witnessed. When we decided our board name as Eternit-E, I felt like the experiences, events, and friendships made throughout this year would end up lasting for that eternity. As this term ends, I know we'll continue to keep in touch. The moments we have made have been very unforgettable, so let's continue to make more when we get the chance. To the Eternit-E babies, I'm so grateful to have gotten to know each and every single one of you. Watching you all grow throughout this year has been very rewarding to see. You went through. I hope that whether you join in the fall or spring, participate in SPUF, Sports Fest, KKAA, and of course B.E.C.C, that you found your place here. I hope we made your first year very special, and that you continue to come back for more. Love you guys. So it's been an honor to serve as your culture chair. I'm very blessed to be in this position, but more importantly, spend this year with you all. Each of you makes Barcada special, and I know that as the years pass and I end up seeing you public, I'll know who you are, your name, your face, and the impact you've had on my life. When one door closes, another one opens. So let's take a moment to appreciate the present as we look on to the future. It's been a pleasure. Culture Chair Jared, signing out.
Hey Barcada, it's Alyssa, your academics chair. To be honest, I don't even know where to start. So I guess I'll start with my favorite part. Pickup. Yes, both times. This program means a lot to me. Hopefully giving you guys a home away from home. It surely has done so for me. To the best fam ever, Goobline. Thank you for bringing me into such an amazing club. I still remember the first time Atadana and I met, and I was so fortunate to actually have gotten it on camera too. I wasn't a super active outing, but I'm so happy within the past year we've been able to go out and spend more time together. These are truly the moments I value the most. To Ata Zoe, thank you for being someone I can randomly air out the craziest days to, and for letting me crash at your house when I text last minute, and for feeding me food. To Goo, you're one of the people I look up to the most, always giving out advice, bringing everyone up, truly seeing the best in everyone. It's crazy to think that our line is getting bigger. Also crazy to think that I have 3 outings and a grand. Yes, I admit, we haven't gotten to hang out a lot. But I hope after all of this, we can plot out more. Leah, Caitlin, Kiana, and Jade, I'm always here for you all, and will be your #1 supporter, and will always try to embarrass you, as much as I can. Atta always loves you guys. Barcada has truly given me friendships that I'll never forget. Shout out Karsnackies for being my first group of college friends, ABC Council for an endless summer, and to all of you for making my college experience an unforgettable one. And a nod to the OG roommate Alex, who's heard all the Barcada tea, would still be up when I get home from PACN practices, and the never-ending boba runs, no matter how many times we say we can't spend money. Eternit-E board, we're not expiring, because we live on for an eternity. See what I did there? I couldn't have imagined a board term with any other group of people. Thank you all for an unforgettable experience and for having most meetings end before midnight. To Xavier, it's been 2 years, 5 months, and 19 days since you said you were down to be with me. IYKYK. Every day, you bring the best out in me. All of my weird oddities, simply someone I can be myself around. You're my go-to pepper partner and my absolute best friend. Thank you for all of the late night yaps, Kane's trips, Bev cravings, Uber drives, and most importantly, for choosing to love me every single day, even when I'm stubborn. Before I decided to run for e-board, I was quite set on not running at all. I wanted to focus on my studies and finish out college like anyone else. However, with the board term coming to an end,
I'm confident to say that I have no regrets. I did what I set out to do. I brought back academics month, made good pairings for KKA, planned out an amazing P-grad, and picked up 2 new outings in the process. I could never have imagined a better year. Barkada, I hope you all enjoyed this past year. Whether this is your first or your last, I hope you all got to make many memories with those around you. If next year is your last, Barkada, let's make this one count. Bye, guys.
Hey Barkada, we made it through another year. I wish I could just pick one favorite memory from this year, but honestly, this year was so fulfilling, and that's all thanks to all of you. Some of my favorite memories this year include picking up my 3rd odd in Kalen, spuffing with all of you at Spuff Skirmish, running back Barkada Band for the 3rd time, shout out Pinoymore, and of course, performing once again with all of you in this year's PACN. A huge shout out to Fine Line, all of 2 households, and the cul-de-sac, but most importantly, shout out to my line, Nonchalant. Dare I say if there was a superlative for best line out there, I definitely think we could be top contenders. I can hear Kaylin and Ian in the back saying, "That's not crazy!" To my audience Nini, Faith, and Kaylin, thank you so much for your constant love and support always. It truly means the world to me. From listening to all of my pointless yaps to plotting with me probably every week this year, your presence has meant so much to me. And in so many ways, you guys have inspired me. I'm so lucky, and I'm eternally grateful that I get to be your guys' crew. Haha, get it? Cause anyways, I love you guys so much, and I'm never picking up again. To my grands, Michaela and Ian, you guys are so cool, and I'm so grateful that I have the both of you in my line. I can't wait for you guys to pick up in the fall, and for our line to keep expanding. I'm finally gonna be a GG, woohoo! But here's to making even more memories together next year. Hey Ian, isn't it funny that... never mind. Shout out to my Ate Casey and my Kuya Jayzee. We've been through a lot together these last few years, but I'd be lying if I said that so much of what I've accomplished in Barkada wasn't inspired by you guys. Thank you for always encouraging me and making me laugh. Your presence in my life has meant so much, and I'm so grateful for both of you in ways that I'll never admit to your faces. Hey, I'll see you at home. To my brother and my original awning Aaron, thank you so much for being a light in my life. I'm so grateful that I have such a loving brother and someone I know I can always depend on. I never really imagined us going to college together, but in many ways, I'm so grateful for the experiences and the shared memories that we have together in Barkada. And whatever you choose to do next, I'll always be there to back you up. Thank you for your support always, and for loving me even when I failed to see it myself. I love you so much. To our Eternit-E babies and my iBoard, you guys have made it through your first year in Barkada. Whether you were an intern this year, shout out to ByBoard, or you were someone that I met at Barkada events, it's been amazing getting to know each and every one of you. Thank you for always showing up and supporting all of our events and saying hi at the API. I really hope we made your first year experience something truly special in Barkada, and something that you can remember for the rest of your time here at CPP. To Natalie, it was awesome working with you and leading our board together as PvP. From our monthly pho yaps to you being my translator when I couldn't really find the right words to describe things, I really am thankful for the opportunity I had to work with you on board once again. Truly, so much of what we have accomplished as a board was because of your leadership, and I'm so grateful that I got to be both your VP and your friend. But hey, this isn't goodbye for us. I'll see you back in the Bay. And last, but definitely not the least, thank you to my Eternit-E board. Even now, as I'm yapping this whole script, words still can't fully describe how much this year has meant to me. Is it crazy to say that I thought at this exact moment we were all looking at the stars during retreat? But now that we're all finally here, 15 strong, and I kind of don't want to expire. But that just goes to show how much working with all of you has impacted me this year. Thank you for not only being an amazing board, but being some of my closest friends. I'm really gonna miss us, and I hope our time together will always be remembered for an eternity. This year has been such a blessing, and it was an honor to work behind the scenes as your vice president. Like I said in my last words, not all Barkada years are the same, but this one in particular will always have a special place in my heart, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. So Barkada, for the last time, this is Asher Mark Castro, your Eternit-E Board Vice President, signing off.
Hello Barkada, it's Natalie, your 2025 to 2026 Eternit-E Year President. And trust me when I say that this position is truly something I hold near and dear to my heart.
Over the course of this Eternit-E year, I've had the most amazing opportunity to meet and get to know some really inspiring people. I'll always cherish watching members find their home in our little community. It's always been my favorite part of Barcada, actually, being such a small part of something so big and so amazing. So realistically, I don't have one favorite memory from this year. My favorites will always be the little moments. The first time meetings, the cheers at reveal, the spuff skirmishing, the performances, and all the plots and laughs in between. Every moment so far has made my heart so much more full knowing people are finding their place, which is all I could really ask for.
All this time,
to the people who've supported me over the course of this year, I'd like to say thank you.
I was hurting.
Firstly to Bayline and beyond, you all are such great souls to be around, and I'm forever thankful to be able to call any one of you my Ate, Kuya, Ading, Grand, or however many greats there are to you. To my storyboard, thank you for giving me the best foundation to step into this position with. The lessons and memories I've taken from our time together informs every action I've made this year. So not to be cliche or anything, but thank you for shining so brightly in my life. To Building 95, Apartment 3 Dudes, thank you guys for being my architecture backbone throughout my time in Barcada, ever since Starry Year, and for always giving me a soft place to land at the end of my long days. To my day one friends and family from back home, thank you for all the advice and FaceTimes from hundreds of miles away, and for your endless belief in me and all I do.
Something new.
And to James,
Something strange.
thank you for being a shoulder to lean on and ear to talk off.
I had changed.
Your endless patience with me is truly appreciated.
I'm not wrong.
So really,
It
thank you,
suits
Alex
me
Payne,
to feel
for second
strong.
year, second
You said
semester.
I
I truly couldn't
listen.
ask
Tell
for a
me
better
it
first
all.
lady than my
Don't
very
like
own
the
Michelle
ending.
Obama.
Then we'll find one that's
To my
yours.
Eternit-E
How
board.
did you know?
I know I've
That's
told
all
you
we
all
need,
many
a
times before,
promise of
but
hope
I'm
is
so
enough to
incredibly
feel
amazed
free.
by all you guys have been able to accomplish this year. I
found
could only
on the
hope that you all end this term as proud as
We
yourselves as I
stood
am.
hand in hand,
So I'm here to say thank you,
and I told
which
the
really
world
is not something I could say enough.
that I
Thank you
have
guys
a
for your
plan.
endless patience with me, for being so open and
Together
inviting,
we
and for
stand.
working as hard as you all have this year.
I'm ready
Thank
now.
you for your late nights and the stress that each one of you had to deal with. And lastly, thank you for making my last year here so meaningful. So don't forget about me when I'm gone. I know I could never forget all the memories we've made together. Trust, I'll be raving about Eternit-E board till I'm
I'm
old.
ready now.
So, no words better to say now than how eternally grateful I am for you guys. To the next e-board, there's not much to say other than trust each other, talk it all out, and have fun. We're all young and dumb after all. Lastly, to Barcada, thank you for having me for all these years. The shy freshman from the Bay who knew absolutely no one when she first came here couldn't be happier about where she ended up. Thank you for taking me from media dev to graphics co-lead, historian and spuff master, and now leaving you as your president. From the bottom of my heart, I love you all, and for that, I'm glad I exist.
Hi Barcada, it's Darren, your historian. We're not quite done yet. Okay, maybe within the next hour, but that's okay. This year has been so packed, and there's not a thing I regret from it. Being your historian has been an honor. Words cannot express my gratitude to my board, to Barcada as a whole, and to you all for letting me cultivate and foster my passion for photography and videography. This term has taught me so much about myself, not only on what being a leader takes, but also what it means to be one to others. I can still remember the excitement I had when I was about to present our board review video to you all. Shout out to Eternit-E board for always being there for me, for supporting me when I'm not at my best, for providing me with many laughs and unforgettable memories. Remember, we share such a special bond that no one else can match. Yes, you were my board mates, but above all, you were my friends. Shout out to Nat and Asher. You don't realize the impact you've had on me this year. Thank you for helping me through my ups and downs, especially with March and April being such a difficult time in my life. You two serve as such a big inspiration to me. I hope to become a strong leader like the two of you were to me. Shout out to Alyssa for introducing me to Barcada. If you hadn't knocked on my door last year, I genuinely would not have known how I'd live out the next 3 years of college. Thanks for always being there for me. Whether it's yaps, a quick bite at center point, or other spontaneous plots. You truly are a sister from another mister. Shout out Baseline to my Grand Aiden for always being kind but honest when it mattered most. To my Grand Abby and Jaren, to my Kuya Derek. I know how hard this year has been for the both of us. I know you've been working hard on your senior project, even though I had no idea what it actually was. Regardless, I'm so proud of you for pushing through and getting that done. I've never had an older brother in my life, and you definitely did a good job of reminding me that family isn't all about blood. Thank you for inspiring me and encouraging me to run for historian. I hope I made you proud. To my Ate Julie, I know SAC is super far from here, but plots with you and Derek have always been a blast. There has never been a dull moment with you. Shout out 4 big guys and Jabberjaws. Plot soon? My Kuya Dini, a great friend, a board mate, and someone super fun and down to earth to be around. I hope we can plot over the summer soon. To my co's Kat, Gabe, Bao, Josh, Selena, and Katie. My distant co Kyle, I hope we can Aura farm soon. I could not have asked for better co's. To Moses, thank you for being there for my crash outs, the music room sessions, and for helping me find my love and music via the guitar. Shout out to Valcata, Bays in the Bay, Carpoolers, to hashtag obesity, my CPP Day Zero Faith, Alyssa, Makira, Eli, Sophie, Kesha, Matthew, and Kaylin. I know we don't plot too often, but I hope we can make time for each other soon. Shout out to the Getty, genuinely one of the best days of my life. To the Eternit-E babies for making this year so special. I'm running out of words, but you know who you are. This club would not be the same without you. To my family, my sister, and my mom for always being there for me. You are the reason why I do any of this in the first place. To my successor, remember you were chosen for a reason. Never be afraid to ask for help, and know that I will always be there for you, cheering you on or being that listening ear that you need. To my friends back at home, you know who you are. I know we don't talk much, but you still mean so much to me. Thank you for being there for me for my first semester of college. I miss you all so much. Sorry for having a weak reply game, by the way. Last but not least, to Kaylin, my best friend. You've done so much for me, and I genuinely don't know how to repay your kindness. To my 1 a.m. crash outs, to the spontaneous food and bev runs, you always encourage me to make the right choices and to always take care of myself. I am so truly thankful that you're in my life. Thank you, Barkata, for being my home away from home. To this day, I still don't know how to repay the love and kindness that you have all shown me. Thank you for believing in me. As Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Always remember, not every day is a good day, but there's something good in every day. See you soon.
When you're out, tell your lucky to know to leave. Don't you like when you're free? Ready? Go! I am only home till your coffee. I bring some women up here today. Please come back to me. Don't hurt. Once a time. And you're here on the beach, and your clothes clean.
Can get through this night. It's you guys. You guys are some really amazing people. Yes. Okay, ready? Okay. Keyboard on me.
Keyboard on 3.
1, 2, 3,
People